how camp's going to be. But these players are ready. I mean, I think most of the club has been around the complex for a few days, so but it's nice to get together in one room and get off on the right foot.
Nice to stand in front of your team as a full squad again.
Yeah. No, this has been a long process of since the day you're hired, you try to get to know them as much as possible and let them get to know you. And look, these are the fun times where where everybody has a lot of energy, everybody's excited to get started. The group is really looking forward to what's ahead.
Well, what's the general message really giving away?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's there's a couple different ways to go about it. You obviously the expectations at camp. I'm new to a lot of these guys. Some guys I'm not. I think some of the guys I've had history with. I think it's important to lay the expectations, lay the sort of tone and standards that you expect, and then look. I think there's 162 games ahead of us, plus some spring training time. So I don't think you drop everything on a team in one day, other than start to build that team from day one. That's basically what the message is.
You've seen this team now, like all of them together, and this is the first time. What are you looking for the camaraderie, like you seeing them for the first time?
I mean, there's two different types of camaraderie. I think there's the team side of it that's inside the clubhouse that, where you get along, you get to know about each other, you have team chemistry, things like that. And then there's the camaraderie and team chemistry on the field, which is you need guys to play together as a unit. So, look, this is the big leagues. I expect a lot out of these guys. I expect their best effort. I expect efficient play on both sides of the ball, and I expect them to put forth what's necessary to produce wins. Jim spoke. Jim Crane spoke to the group. Jeff Luno spoke to the group. We have a lot of introductions. So, some other staff members introduced their staffs, but the main messages came from Jim, Jeff, and me.
What do you mean to have Jim here?
It's great to have Jim here. Jim's invested in this team. He's been very approachable for me from day one. Very collaborative with how the environment that he expects, and he shares his expectations every chance he gets. So it's to have that sort of unity. Reed Ryan was here, Jeff, Jim, me. There's a real unity here.
When you have a guy like Jose Altuve that did what he did last year, and for him to say, like, I just want to be better, what can something like that mean for your team?
I want them all to be better. I think there are areas that all these guys can improve, and they know that. And I love the fact that Altuve is not satisfied. I think he's a great example for our young players. I think he's always searching for that little edge that'll make him a better player. So to hear that on day one is great. And I expect him to do the effort, and he will, to become an even better player than we saw last year.
Carlos Correa talked about how much Altuve's meant to him as a mentor, as a leader, as a friend. How important is stuff like that?
Yeah, no, I think the young players here in camp need to lean on some of these guys. When you look, our pitchers, we've got experience on the pitching staff. We've got some players that have been through the league, and regardless of position or experience level, we all have something to learn. And so to have examples like Qualls, like Gregerson, like Neshek, that Colby Rasmus has been in. We've got a lot of guys that played in the playoffs, and so for our older players, more experienced players can impact the entry of some of our younger players than we can get. We get to where we need to be.
You were talking last week about how you were so antsy to finally get to the baseball. Now that it's here, are you excited when you've done this a long time?
No, this is a fresh time. I mean, we have a new challenge every year, and regardless of your role, there's only one first day. So it's nice to have the enthusiasm, the atmosphere, the vibe that you feel, and now as we get to the baseball and start to get towards closer and closer to competition, it's fun to watch these guys at their best. This is the top level in our sport, and we need to enjoy it. We need to live it, but we need to be it.
You update on Roberto?
Still not here. Still has a locker. Didn't I go with that yesterday? Can I go back to back? Sure. The mystery continues, but he's got a locker right in front of me where I stand in the morning, so I check every day.
So you have no idea when he's going to fill that locker?
I hope in the next day or two.